Hi, I'm posting this video on your page this week because it's the week of my birthday, and I'm hoping that on this week, more than any other week throughout the year, I can count on you for a favor. This is a picture of my dad, and my dad, more than anything else in the entire world, cared about his family. From the really small things like chasing me out the front door with the jacket, yelling about how I was going to catch a cold if I didn't put it on, to the really important things, like working every single weekday and most weekends, long past the age of retirement, to make sure that my family could afford to put my brother and I through college. My father showed us he loved us every single day and made sacrifices so my family could have a high quality of life. In July of 2007, my father was diagnosed with lung cancer. In September of that year, he had an operation that went successfully to remove the tumor. My family was really optimistic. We thought that my dad would recover. But in May of 2008, something was terribly wrong. When my dad walked, he would wobble from side to side, and he was showing the signs of having had a stroke. We took him into the emergency room, and we found out that it wasn't a stroke. As a matter of fact, his lung cancer had returned, and this time it returned to his brain. Over the next month, my dad would undergo a few operations. He started radiation therapy and was on the road to recovery again. My family thought that he had escaped what seemed to be a death sentence. In July of 2008, I packed my bags and headed to California to start a new life with Teach for America. I felt okay leaving my family behind because we were optimistic about my dad's recovery. But just a few months later, in September, I received a phone call from my mom during my first month of teaching. When I picked it up, she told me that my dad's cancer had returned. But this time, there wasn't going to be an operation, and there would be no radiation therapy. This time, the cancer was terminal, and he would only have 3 to 4 months to live. The next day, it was really hard going into work. I tried focusing on teaching my kids what they needed to know, but my brain just couldn't kick the idea that my dad wouldn't be there in 3 to 4 months. I'd never be able to call him on the phone again. I would never be able to go home and visit. We'd never play bowling again. He'd never be able to come visit me and see the life that I had started for myself here in California. A week later, in the middle of class, my phone began to ring. And normally when a phone rings in class, a teacher silences it or doesn't pick it up, but I felt the need, like something was wrong. When I picked up my phone, my mom was on the other end. "Your dad's kidneys just failed," she told me. "Your dad does not have 3 to 4 months to live. He only has 3 to 4 days. As soon as I hung up the phone, I made the first flight I could get back to Las Vegas. A few days later, my dad's life had ended. I tell you this story because my dad's story is not the only one like it. Each year, 160,000 Americans die from lung cancer, and 220,000 more will be diagnosed this upcoming year. Yet the federal government and other large institutions don't give lung cancer research enough funding. The only way that we are going to create hope for the 220,000 people with lung cancer this next year is by raising the money ourselves. And that's why my friends and I have decided to organize Breathe Deep Bay Area, a 5K walk run in San Jose on October 23rd, which will benefit lung cancer research and the Longevity Foundation. The Longevity Foundation helps fund early detection technology research which can find lung cancer before it's too late, and effective treatments, which right now, there are none. Here's where the favor I'm asking of you comes in. If you cannot be in the Bay Area on October 23rd, and you cannot participate in Breathe Deep Bay Area, I'm asking you to donate today. A contribution as small as $1 or as large as $100 can make a huge difference in the fight against lung cancer. If you can give, please visit www.longevity.org/Bay Area and click the Make a Gift button. If you'd like to give in my name for my fundraising efforts, simply go to the fundraising scroll and click Jason Fromoltz. Then click Make a Gift. Your contribution combined with the contributions of others is the hope that we are giving to the 220,000 people who will be diagnosed next year. If you are going to be in the Bay Area on October 23rd, then I'm asking you to participate in the event, to register today. The more people who come out and walk, the stronger of a message that we send that lung cancer needs to be cured now, that we need to put our efforts and our resources together. By walking or running, we're sending a message to take this disease seriously. We need you to come out and walk, and we need you to come out and run. And if you've already committed to registering, don't wait until October 23rd to register on the day of the event. Register now, so that when someone visits our website, they know that they won't be walking or running alone. With your help, we have the power together to fight lung cancer and to make sure that the 160,000 people who die this year will not happen again next year. To make sure that the 220,000 people diagnosed next year have hope that they will live a long, strong, and healthy life. I wasn't able to save my father, but let's give hope to the hundreds of thousands of families that are out there that they can save their loved ones. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Donate. Register. Now. Thank you.